take your to-do list, take your journal, take your calendar, smash them all together, and behold, true power. Hello and welcome to Work Life Mastery. My name is Andrew Smith. I am so grateful that you're here today. This would not exist without you, and I love that you're taking the time to better your life, to become not only more efficient, but to become more effective in your life. This method that we're talking about today, time blocking, is one that has massively improved the amount of work that I'm able to do, but not only that, it's made me more effective. I don't just get more done, I get more meaningful things done because of this method. Another huge benefit that it's had in my life is it allows me to turn the off switch, to turn off my brain at night, knowing that I have a handle on everything and that I can look back and see that, yes, I did use this day in the way that was most effective. So with that, let's jump into it. I want to start off by saying life does not need to be crazy, all right? I think in our American culture, in modern day culture, it's just kind of the norm when you say, hey, how are you doing? People either say, I'm good, or they say, oh, I'm busy. And it's almost like a badge of honor that we put on, right? Oh, I'm busy. Life does not need to be crazy. And the time blocking method has been able to allow me not only to get more done, but to actually be more flexible with my time, to use my time in a way that if something does come up, I'm able to flex and flow throughout the day and still feel like I've had a productive day. That, to me, is the best way to be able to turn my brain off at night and look back on the day and say, oh, look, I got this done, I got this done, I got this done, and I made a good use of my day. And I want that for you. So we're going to be looking through several different ways, some actionable tips, actionable strategies that you can use time blocking in your life. So what is time blocking? Time blocking is a productivity system that it is what it sounds like. You block off times on your calendar to do specific tasks. So instead of letting the day happen to you and you move through your day and so wants this and so wants that, and I should do this and I have to do that and I need to do this, and we kind of are reactive to our day, time blocking allows us to take a significant step towards being more proactive with our day and using our time to complete the tasks that are most beneficial for us. Let's look at the two primary means of task management that people use, and we'll compare it with time blocking. The first one is the to-do list. Now, a lot of people say, I should keep up better with my to-do list, or I should, use my to-do list more. And the to-do list is good, right? It's good. It doesn't get you all the best results, but it's better than what a lot of people are doing. The reason that it's good is it tracks what you need to do, but it doesn't tell you why and it doesn't tell you when. It just tells you what, which is good, right? It takes the task out of your head so that you don't have to think about it. You have it written down and it frees up brain space, right? It's good, but it only tells you what you need to do. The second productivity system that several people use, often in conjunction with a to-do list, is a journal. And a journal is phenomenal at helping us understand why we're doing what we're doing. So it combines why and what in many cases. The time blocking method tells us what to do. It tells us why we want to do it, especially if you still journal a little bit here and there. And it tells us, most importantly, when to do those things. We've all had friends that we get, when we see them passing in the grocery store or whatever, we're like, hey, we need to get together sometime, right? We need to get together. Oh, yeah, we definitely need to get together. And you know what? 3 months pass and you pass them again in the grocery store and they're like, hey, we really need to get together sometime, right? You've established what needs to happen. You may even establish why it needs to happen. But unless you actually take the 15, 20 seconds to establish when it's going to happen, that very important thing of connecting with other human beings often doesn't get done just because we don't put it in the books. We don't write down when it needs to happen. The time blocking method allows us to combine what, why, and when into a very effective strategy, a very effective system that allows us to actually do those things that move the needle in our life. You know, if you research any highly productive, high-performing individual, you will see that they're using time blocking in some way or another. I did a quick search on ChatGPT. Big, huge disclaimer, right? ChatGPT can be wrong, but a lot of times it's not. Most of the time it's not. And it spat out several high-performing people that you can see that use time blocking in their everyday life. This is because it reduces decision fatigue, right? When you plan your day ahead and you say, I'm going to do this at this time, and I'm going to do this at this time, and do this at this time, it makes it so that you don't have to decide multiple times a day what you're going to do. You make that decision once, you plan that out, and then you just work the plan. It makes it a lot easier to be intentional with your time. So if you have 2 hours blocked off for a big project that's going to massively improve your life or move you ahead in your career, if somebody sends you a message that is not significant in those 2 hours of time, you see the message come in, you think, I don't need to answer that within the next 2 hours. And then you get back to what you're doing. Super simple. How many of us actually live it out? Okay, so let's talk about the process of time blocking. Now, I recently released a video on discovering your why, right? Figuring out the vision for your life and getting where you want to go. And that's step number 1. Figure out where you want to go. What is your why? What is your vision? Before you just start becoming more efficient at doing stuff that doesn't matter to you. The second step that we need to do in order to make time blocking most effective is we need to figure out what actions are the most highly leveraged actions that will get us towards those goals. This is a great opportunity, if you're familiar with the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, to start thinking along those lines. What is actually going to move the needle? What 20% of your actions are going to create 80% of your outcomes? Don't focus on the 80% of busy work that's only going to create 20% of your desired result. Focus on the highly leveraged activities first. Write those down and make sure that you have them very, very clear in your mind. Step number 3 is to pick your calendar. Now, if you're already using iCalendar, use iCalendar. If you're using Google Calendar, use Google Calendar. The point here is to simply pick one. If you're not using a calendar, pick one. Both of those are very good options, or whatever you're using is a good option. Just continue using that. Step number 4, schedule your day. And what you may need to do is schedule time to schedule your day, right? Think ahead to the day ahead and figure out when is the best time for me to actually do the action of time blocking. For me, the best time to time block is in the morning. I stop and I look ahead and I see everything that I have on going for that day. I reference my highly leveraged tasks and I time block it. And then I work that plan. Now, the biggest mistake that people make here in this 4th step is that they get too ambitious. They think that something that will take them an hour is only going to take them 30 minutes. A good rule of thumb that I used when I was just starting out was think of if nothing were to happen wrong, if everything went according to plan. Let's say everything went according to plan, this would take me 30 minutes to do. Multiply that by 3. And what that does is it gives you enough time to do those highly leveraged tasks and to feel like you can do them well. Again, I'm not about micromanaging, but what I am about is getting very good at the highly leveraged tasks. So instead of spending a little time on a lot, you spend a lot of time on a little. Spend a lot of time on the things that actually make sense. Get really perfectionistic about those highly leveraged tasks instead of being, meh about a ton of stuff. Makes all the difference in the world. Another great tip that you'll want to implement when you're time blocking is time block time to live your life, to do things that you enjoy to do. Time block time to have as buffer. Give yourself 5 to 10 minutes in between tasks to kind of change gears, to get up, to walk, to listen to something that you enjoy, to move around, to drink a glass of water. Give yourself time. This is supposed to be a very liberating exercise rather than an enslaving exercise. This helps, the goal is to move into our day empowered rather than feeling like, I have all this stuff that I have to do. No, we should be looking ahead at our day and saying, man, look at all this highly leveraged activity that I'm going to be able to do today, and just think about how much this is going to move me towards my big goal. So that's how you do time blocking. You may say, Andrew, I already do time blocking. I love time blocking. I want to get better. Here's 3 quick tips that you can use to take your time blocking to the next level. I'll call them advanced tips for time blocking. Tip number 1, figure out how to best break down your larger tasks into smaller tasks and then schedule those. So this is a concept called chunking. If you want me to make a video on chunking, I would be more than happy to do. So just throw it down in the comments and let me know what you're looking. By the way, this is a young channel. We can do whatever you want. So just let me know what you're looking for. The second advanced tip takes a lot of self-awareness, which is why I reserve it as an advanced tip. And that is, be aware of your natural rhythm throughout the day. Meaning, when are you awake? When are you a little bit more groggy? When are you more prone to be distracted? When do you need a rest? When do you need a nap? When are you best in the best mood to communicate with other people? When is it really best for you to just do small, dinky maintenance tasks? When is it best for you to devote a 2-hour time chunk where you can just focus on that one thing? Take into account those natural rhythms and this is individual to you, that you best work on different tasks. And what I like to do is I like to actually make a calendar that notates that when I do all of those things best, that I can reference, and I'll time block accordingly to what my personal rhythm of the day is. You can do the same. The third advanced tip that I would recommend is to integrate time blocking with other productivity systems like batching. Newsflash, there may be a video coming out on that really soon. Or the Pomodoro technique. So that's it. That's time blocking in a nutshell. I hope it is as helpful to you as it is to me. Question of the day. Do you have any tips or strategies for people that are just getting started with time blocking? If you do, go ahead and throw it in the comments below. Let's help each other out. Let's get better together, and let's keep on moving forward. That's it. This is Andrew Smith reminding you to take action, get out there, and be a force for good. I'll see you next time, guys.